Okay, so sorry. So this video is called bullying, and it came about because a couple months ago. This was in 2018. Something had came out us in the news about a child committing suicide because she was being bullied. It was actually cyberbullying, but bullying is still occurring today in school, and it's something I went through when I was in school because growing up, as you guys can hear in the video, I speak kind of fast, so I had the jokes, because the kids, they're kids, they don't understand. Usually they'll go home and say something to their parents. No, so now I got picked on about that. So it kind of made me a little bit more, really more reserved and kind of in a shell because it was like I did not want to be picked on and humiliated. So it kind of forced me into a shell a little bit. And because I was quiet, I kept to myself. It was looked at as, oh, you stuck up. You think you better than everybody. So obviously then I would get bullied because of that. Or girls doing things so that because any friends I had, they turned them against me because this person just for some reason did not like me. And this had started back like in third grade because she had moved from New York or whatever. This started back in third grade. And for some reason, I don't know why, she just did not like me. And so up to about third grade, up to high school, there was kind of this thing with us, up to about high school. I think she was on there for like a year. And suddenly she like left. Stuff like that, or went somewhere else, possibly whatever. And I had to go through that in school. You know what I'm saying? Something everybody, and something I went through that a lot of people went through that we shouldn't have gone through. And it's something that D.L. Hughley has said. He says, well, he said, well, that's normal. That's a part of life every child goes through. You kind of have a choice because that's something you have to experience, and everybody goes through it. First of all, you go through, but you don't have to. It's not something you have to experience because every single person in the world was not bullied. A lot of people went through bullying, but the person that was bullying you, they're doing the bullying. So you can't say everybody's going through it. No, not everybody's gone through it because if you're going through it and it's like being bullied, you want to do it to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? You might have partaken in bullying, but you didn't experience it where that person did how it hurt them. Because everybody experienced it, who was the one that was doing the bullying. Okay? So and that really upset me when he said that, because it shouldn't be a part of life. Yeah, it's very common. That's something that happens in childhood as you're growing up, but it shouldn't be. And the reason that happened was because nobody really fought for change. And I wish a lot more people fight for change. And so it's not a part of life. It should be a part of life. It is not normal, and something needs to be done about it. And it's sad because kids are killing themselves because of how it's affected them mentally and emotionally. People don't realize how it affects your mind and psychological damage it plays on a person's mind. And and then of course that person, they're human beings. They have feelings. We are not a piece of lint on the floor. We're not the carpet. We're not something, some object. You know what I'm saying? We are human beings with feelings. And when you say things, or if you was to cut us, we hurt. You know what I'm saying? We bleed. Because we bleed, and it hurts when you cut us. And when you say those things, it hurts. Words can hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because as you get older, instead of some people don't realize till they get older, that what I'm saying, well, what I was doing was okay, it was wrong. Because a lot of times, if you were bullying, if your child ends up being a bully, if your child ends up following your path and ends up bullying somebody, or what happens is your child gets bullied. And a lot of times, those parents don't put it together that they don't see that karma. Like it's kind of ironic how your child's the one that's being bullied now, bullied now, after you sat there and did all that bullying when you was in school. Think about when you was in school, did you bully somebody or were you bullied? You bullied somebody. Now you can have to do what's like how it affects, because you're seeing the effects of your child. The same pain your child's going through is what that child went through that you sit there and bullied, And it's not okay. We're human beings, and it affects us. You know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with, they need tough and nothing. No, the problem is it needs to be changed. People fighting for change. And what happens is it's a chain of effect. Because when you do something to someone, it kind of affects their mind first. It has a mental effect on it. Then it leads to their emotions. And once they determine how they feel about it, it leads to the next action that they're going to do. And a lot of times, after they realize how they feel about it, it leads to depression. Then it leads to the act. So now they're depressed and say, oh, what I'm going to do, I don't know, whatever. And that's what causes them to lead to the next act. Because now they have to decide what I'm going to do by the time I deal with it, how I'm going to handle it. And if it's persistent and consistent and the bullying does not stop, it's on a regular basis, it gets to the point where a person can't take it anymore, they will commit suicide. You know what I'm saying? Or either they will sit there and they'll go to school and show up at school. You know what I'm saying? So it is important. It is a big deal. And it's just something that needs to be done about it. as I was saying about the shootings in school, a lot of times, like when you hear the stories, you know what I'm saying, and it comes out that person's being bullied, the person who does it, now they feel that person who was bullied is not going to feel bad, because they might go to the parents and say, also when I was bullying him, if I knew this was going to happen, I would have done it. I didn't know how I could affect hurt a child. It was just harmless. I didn't know that bullying was that big of a deal that could hurt somebody like that, you know. And of course, a lot of times that person will say, "Oh, don't blame yourself," because they don't want the child to feel bad because all their lives are lost. But however, that child should feel bad. That child should be held accountable and should be made to take some responsibility for it, because you have to realize they have to understand their actions. And that's part of it, and that's one of the ways of fighting change. Have somebody be held accountable, because you go say and bully somebody, you need to see the effects of bullying and how it hurts somebody. You need to see that bullying is not harmless. And to me, I feel that's how people try to say, "Oh, bullying is harmless." No, it's not harmless. Because the innocent, you know, a lot of innocent students that were shot and killed. Because the kids that they said they shot and killed, they were the ones that bullied him. They were just around the person when he decided to start shooting. You know what I'm saying? Or they were either friends of the person just hanging or had to be around the person. They looking for the person, can't find them, so they're going to shoot until they find the person that did it. But then once they do it, they know, okay, now I'm done it, just know I'm going to walk out of here. You don't allow what somebody to get out. Once they get the person, by the time they get to the person, the police is there, so they can't even escape or leave or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? So so I think what will help stop bullying is if the person. So I think what will help with bullying is if, like, if a child bullies and he is bullying someone, it escalates to the point where they feel that to come in, bring a gun, and start shooting. I feel that person who's bullying should take responsibility, so that when they get understanding, they can see, and it'd be made an example of, and people, somebody makes a statement and say, hey, you know what I'm saying, it was right, it was fair for this person to have to sit there and be held accountable, because had he not been doing what he doing, I don't think that child would have came in and shooting at school. It's not fair that all the blame should be the person that would shoot. Yes, he pulled the trigger, but there was also the bully pulled the trigger as well. By all the stuff he was doing, it triggered him. That was a trigger as well. So the bully pulled the trigger as well, and the bully should be held accountable. I think they should put pamphlets in school in terms of the fighting for child. I think they should put pamphlets in school and stuff like that, and have these little assemblies, stuff like that, and almost like every 2 months, kind of have an event, you know, to remind people about housing or care, whatever like that, because it'll give somebody and encourage someone, hey, if you're being bullied and stuff like that, go speak to your guidance counselor, go to the principal, tell your parents. You know what I'm saying? I believe that if your child comes to you, or you know something's going on with the child, but she doesn't want to tell you, and he doesn't want you to go to that school, I challenge you, go to that school, because they're going to be upset at first, but remember, they're a student, they're in school. Because eventually when they go, because you remember, that's, during that time, he's going to be angry with you, he ain't going to be angry with you forever. Okay? And that moment he's going to be upset because he's going to be real, but by the time he hits high school, whatever, by the time, he's not even going to, him or her will not be angry with you. You know what I'm saying? Guys, they're going to see, you know what I'm saying, that had you not done what you did, I wouldn't be here today. So if he said something wrong to tell you, go say, hey, I think somebody's bullying my child because he just seems off and he won't tell me, or he told me but he didn't want me to come, but I just could not come because I don't want to lose my child. Because I've seen the stories in the news about how kids are killing themselves because of bullying, and I didn't want my child to sit there and be one of those people. And so that's why I came. So I challenge you, you know what I'm saying, and come there and fight for each other and say, hey, something needs to happen. I think there needs to be something about them about bullying, how it affects and how it hurts people. You know what I'm saying? I think we need to have an example and remind them that even though it wasn't put out, it wasn't mentioned a lot, it wasn't made known to the press that these two students were being bullied and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, and if it was up to me, if I was in a situation, I would have made the bully be accountable for some of those lives that were lost. Because had he not been bullying those kids and treating them so mean, he wouldn't have done it. They wouldn't have done it. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important for people to be nice to people. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's not the same. Everybody's not the same. So everybody doesn't get along. But you don't have to bully somebody just because you don't like what they do, or because they dress different from you. You want to bully somebody because they dress and they seem they look a little nerdy, or you dress a little nerdy, or whatever. Or you think it's okay to bully somebody because they don't dress the way you dress. They're not into sports like you're into sports. It's not okay for you to bully somebody because you're on a sports team, or because you're the popular person in school, but you're not a cheerleader. But you know what I'm saying? Because every person that's popular is not a cheerleader. There's some of us that are popular, they're not cheerleaders. You know, just because you're a popular girl in school, just because you're a cheerleader, just because you're a popular guy in school, just because you're, you know what I'm saying, star basketball doesn't mean okay if you bully somebody. Because they're different from you. That's not okay. You know what I'm saying? Because it leads to the cause things. So I challenge parents out there and students. If you see somebody being bullied, step up and defend that person. You know what I'm saying? And then go to somebody and say, hey, I witnessed somebody being bullied and I stepped up to defend him. You know, defend him and stuff. And this was the student who was doing it. I think something needs to be done. I don't think it's okay for that child to be bullied like that, or that student to be bullied like that. You know, stand up for your peers, for your students. You know what I'm saying? Don't, you know what I'm saying? Stop worrying about your image. A lot of people, they're so worried about their image and their reputation and how it's going to make them look. Oh, if I sit there and I stand for this person, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm not going to have no reputation. Or now I'm going to be picked on. People are going to say something about me. Or I'm not, it's like I'm going to look good if I sit there and defend this person. You know what I'm saying? How's it going to make me look? Are people going to look at me a certain way? I don't care. You shouldn't care what a person thinks or how people are going to look at you. Somebody's being treated where they should not be treated. And it's not okay. Sometimes students, they need a reality check. Like, hey, it's not okay. You know, and you go to the principal, you go to the guidance counselor, you make sure you go to several different people, because somebody do something. You keep going to somebody listen, because somebody listen to you and somebody do something about it. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying, and as parents, fight for standing for each other, fight for each other, even though they don't want it, you go there, because you could be saving your child's life. Because you don't want to be the one that has to bury your child after she done killed herself or somebody did something to him or her. You know what I'm saying? Students, you see something wrong, you know, if you and you know it's not okay, and child people, you stand up for the child and finish and say, hey, this is not okay. That's the challenge I put out there, you know, and I love y'all, and God bless.